I know that most of the videos that I make, I try to be funny and I try to make it interesting so you will not stop the video in the beginning, right? Well, this time I have something very serious I want to talk to you about. So don't stop this video. I really beg you to watch it until the end because it's going to help you a lot, not only in learning English, but whatever language you want to learn in your life. Even if you already speak English, but you think about learning another language in the future. So when you are learning a new language or a new means of communication and a new code, you need to absorb vocabulary. First thing you need to do is you need to get vocabulary, right? Well, there are two kinds of vocabulary. Let's say that this board, it represents all the words and verbs and prepositions and structures and phrasal verbs that are in English or Chinese, Japanese, whatever, okay? That this board is the universe of words in a certain language. And this circle, it's the group of words that you already know. But that's the thing. There are two kinds of words that you know. You have the passive vocabulary, and you have the active vocabulary. What does that mean? And I'll explain it to you. Passive vocabulary. These are words that you know what they mean when they come to you as reading or listening. When you listen to a song, when you watch a movie and you hear a certain word or you see you hear a certain sentence and you understand it. This is your passive vocabulary. It's there, it's in your mind, but not necessarily it's there for you when you want to express yourself. Because this group of words, the words that are there, ready, waiting for you just to hook them up and throw it in the air, this is your active vocabulary. And how can I make my passive vocabulary become active? And how can I make the universe of that language become passive? All right? This is the secret. In order for you to get the words from here into here, or which means in order to expand your passive vocabulary, what you need to do is a lot of reading and listening, alright? Você tem que escutar e ler muito. Eu, particularmente, sou muito mais adepto a escutar, porque é mais fácil. Se você tem tempo para leitura, tudo bem. Agora, escutar, você pode ver filmes, em música, em seriados, YouTube, WhatsApp. Hoje em dia não falta ferramentas para isso. Então, para expandir o seu passive, você tem que ter muito reading e listening, ok? E para expandir o seu active, you need a lot of writing and speaking. Essa é a única maneira que você pode expandir. But it's like a chain reaction. You cannot expand your writing and speaking if you do not have passive. And you will not have passive if you do not listen and read English or Chinese or Japanese or whatever language you want to learn, okay? So you need to spend 3 times or twice as much time here in order to develop this. That's why você com certeza, ou você já estudou inglês ou conhece pessoas que falam dessa mesmo jeito. Não, eu até entendo, mas na hora de falar eu travo. Olha, eu até entendo quando eu vou lá fora, eu até entendo umas palavras no filme, mas na hora de falar, nada. E é por isso que isso acontece. A gente, para desenvolver essa habilidade de listening and reading, ela é até mais fácil, porque ela é passiva. Você recebe o código da maneira que ele vem e você decifra algumas partes, às vezes não o conjunto total daquilo que foi escutado ou lido, mas você consegue decifrar a mensagem. Agora, quando você lê ou quando você escreve ou fala, you need to write or speak everything. Otherwise, it's impossible to connect the dots. So, during this vacation, I know you're going to have some free time. I know you're going to have some spare time. Even if you're traveling, or in case you're not traveling, I know you're not driving your daughter or your son to school anymore. You will have your recess during Christmas and New Year's Eve. Use that time. Use the time to invest here on your passive vocabulary. Because once you get back to class, this is where we're going to focus on your writing and speaking. And sometimes the students ask me, teacher, why don't you put us to listen to audios in class? Why don't you put us to read a lot of texts in class? And I'll tell them very straightforward, because that's something you can do in your house. My expertise or the teachers or the school, the institution is not necessary for you to develop this. What you need help with is here. But in order to get this going, you need this one too, all right? So remember guys, during this vacation, listen to English a lot, read as much as you can, put everything in your house in English. Put your Facebook in English, your Instagram in English, put your menu on your TV in English, your computer in English, put everything in English. So that every time you look at something in your house, in your micro environment, English is gonna be there, okay? Don't forget guys, passive vocabulary, active vocabulary. I have just told you what you need to do to increase those. So, the ball is in your park right now. See you next time. Mas se vocês gostaram, curta, compartilhe. A gente se vê na próxima. Bye, bye.